What goes through your mind when you sit back and you think about SingleA to the NLCS for Orion Kerkering last year?
I mean, it's pretty cool. It's just like you never like expect it that way. Obviously, no one can expect like low A or even like low A to double A, kind of like a year like that. But just be able to pitch NLCS and like have like the whole like Philly staff trust you, it's been pretty sick.
What was the experience like?
It was weird at first because like you roll in the locker room because you're like 22 and you just see like, oh, Bryce Harper, Trey, who've like you idolized since like you were a freshman, sophomore in high school, and they've already established their careers. So it's kind of weird that way. But like once like I think that little kid came out like towards the postseason, it was like, okay, they're teammates. They're not just like I'm not a little kid and fan anymore. So I think that was so cool.
When do you think you really believed yourself? Like, all right, I got this. They have faith in me. I got to go do this. I can do this, and I'm going to be good.
I think after the first time I threw, I had my debut, and they're like trusting you, just kind of put you back in that situation. And like after we finished the season off and going in the postseason, putting you on that roster, I think it's like, okay, they trust me a lot to put me on the roster, so just believe in them. What
was your hope or expectation when you started out last season?
Just make it a double A at some point. That was always my mental goal. It was just like, I don't care if it's like the last week or it's the last day, just get there, kind of show face and meet the new guys at the end of the year. But it was kind of weird. Like, I think I got there like the week before All-Star break. So it was like, well, I already did my goal. I don't know what else I can do the rest of the year. So it was good that I had that extra week to kind of think of like end of the year goals.
I know there was that epic moment of you pitching and your dad was so emotional as it was happening. I got to speak to him on the phone. He's just the best, and he is just so proud of you. It's insane. I know that it was probably a little bit of like, we have to compartmentalize this and deal with the baseball right now. But once the season was over, did you get to explore like what that actually meant to you, what that meant to him to get to have that moment and have it documented the way that it was?
For sure, because like I think it took me probably like another month of like get out of that baseball mindset and like don't have to show up to the field every single day. So it kind of took me a while, but like looking back on it, like around Christmas time, it was like, wow, it was a really cool, special moment that like you can look up like whenever if like we want to experience it again. But it's like one you can't forget for the rest of your life.
There have not been any major additions to the bullpen heading into 2024, which means also that there's lots of opportunity for you to continue to be in there and do some great work. Is that something you think of? Is that how do you approach the opportunity of potentially, trying to carve something out that's really solid for you now?
I mean, obviously, like how you said, there's like Craig left, guy who's new opening over in Baltimore. So it's like obviously someone has to go fill those roles, and if we have like 8 guys or whatever, so that still means there's 3 guys. So hopefully I'll be able to be one of those 3 guys to fill in those release spots. But it's always like when you go out there, just have as much fun, but compete as much as you can. So it doesn't matter how many innings you throw between it's like 30, or if you throw 80 with some guys are, just compete every single day.